All right, welcome. Let's get a few minutes here and let everybody grab a piece of paper and a pen, and we'll do a quick introduction here in a second. And I'll introduce myself, and we'll go from there. So, happy Thursday, guys. Hope you guys are all doing well, and everyone can see my screen. There should be a Q&A box if you're unfamiliar with how Zoom works, and a chat box as well. We're going to hold all questions till the end. So if you got questions, write them down. There'll be definitely a moment for Q&A, and we'll go over all that at the end. But let's get started here. I think it's 10 o'clock on the dot. Yep. All right. So, well, thanks everyone for being here. This is how to build a six-figure real estate business without cold calling. And my name's Eric Hammond. I'm the host, the presenter. It's a one-man show over here today. We're a little light in numbers due to different circumstances, but anyway, we're gonna roll through this and hopefully everything works out on the technology end of things. So that's my pretty smiling picture over there on the left with the bow tie. That was taken years ago back in my full-time real estate days. Anyway, let me make sure we can advance the next level here. All right. Well, before we begin, I want to let you know that Allison James and Homes is a nationwide, can't say that word today, nationwide brokerage which offers 100% commission, 100% support, and zero franchise fees. Why split your commission if you don't need to? You earned it all, so you should keep it all. Our goal at Allison James is to always give back to our agents by providing education, training sessions, live webinars, live events, and full broker support with the most up-to-date tools and technology available. We are always looking for new tools and ways to be able to provide them to our agents at a lower and discounted price, so you can keep your hard-earned money. Today's webinar is sponsored by our preferred lender, Movement Mortgage. And for more information about Allison James Estates and Homes, please visit us at www.ajicareers.com. Okay, so back to today's topic. Again, how to build a six-figure real estate business without cold calling. I just want to start off by thanking you guys for being here today. I know that there's a million things going on. You're probably doing homeschool with your kids. You're trying to figure out how to run your business in a really closed down country mode right now with COVID-19 going on. But I thank you guys for being here and being willing to learn and educate yourselves and try to grow your business and do new things. So we're going to have a pretty solid hour worth of content, and obviously questions will be at the end. I want to make sure that we cover everything and that you guys are good to go. So if you got questions, write them down. If you have a piece of paper and a pen, take some notes. We're going to go over some good stuff today. So I hope that let me pull that up just to make sure that I can see that. Yeah, again, if there's any chat or anything on the side, I'll try to monitor it just so I can see if there's anybody having questions, but we'll try to get to all the questions at the end. But I'd love to hear where you guys are from. I know that we've got agents from all over the country, California to Florida and New York and everywhere in between. So maybe just post out where you guys are from, and yeah, love to hear about that. So let's keep progressing here. This is it for the interesting color slides. We've got a lot of content that are just black and white, so we'll go back to the black and white here. And I'll jump right into it. If you failed at lead generation in the past, you know it's not your fault. If you've been concerned in the past that you can't succeed with online lead generation, put those fears to rest. Zillow, and I'll lump others into that, any pretty much online lead generation platform that you'd subscribe to, wants you to think that you can't generate your own leads outside of their platform without automating and scaling the system as you grow your team without them. But it's not true. If you're feeling stuck in your business, you're definitely not alone. Today, we're here to show you how to create an automated sales funnel using Facebook. So I want to help the people who want to generate more leads for their real estate business and the people who want to automate and scale the system as they grow their team without paying thousands of dollars on bad leads every month or spending countless hours on the phone following up with cold leads who aren't ready to move forward. The only way for you to generate more leads for your real estate business and automate and scale the system as you grow your team is through online lead generation, which I'm sure many of you guys are familiar with, but we're going to kind of take a different twist at it today. The only way that you can do that, I truly believe, is through Facebook advertising. And when I say Facebook advertising, I would lump Instagram into that as well. And obviously there's a bunch of different social media platforms out there, like Twitter and Snapchat and TikTok and YouTube and everything else. But the principle that we're going to discuss today primarily works on Instagram and Facebook. So you can kind of lump those two together. Okay. And there's definitely other ways on these other social media platforms to generate leads, but what we're going to focus on today is Facebook. So this is the more modern, updated Eric here. I look like I'm lost on the side of the highway looking for a ride. It's kind of a funny picture, but I like the orange sunglasses, so we threw that in there. I've been in the real estate industry for over a decade now. I actually got into the real estate business during our last recession, so it's kind of a fun time. I'll talk more about that in a little bit. But I've spent thousands of hours cold calling and door knocking to find business. I wanted a better, more efficient way to run a real estate business, and eventually grew one of the top real estate teams here in San Diego, which I currently still live. We got to the point where we're selling over $100 million in real estate year over year. So I got into real estate again in 2009 after losing my job during the crash. If many of you guys remember the last major crash we went through back, I guess it was kind of 2008 to 2009, depending on where you lived in the country. But I struggled to find an easy way to generate leads for my business when I first got into it. And I was told to cold call my farm to find leads, but hated being on the phone all day. It just wasn't something that I was used to. After a ton of trial and error, I found a way to attract the clients that wanted to work with me. And I created a lead generation tool that was scalable as I grew. And that was important to me at the time. So if your broker or coach has told you to get on the phone and cold call to find new business, but you haven't loved it, or if you struggled to put yourself out there day after day in hopes that someone is ready to buy or sell their home with you, or if you wanted to scale your business but worry about the cost of bringing on more agents, this system is what you're looking for. So I've got these little notes in here, and these little red comments are for me, and it's to remind me of the stories that I want to tell to kind of help tell this whole story of how we've gotten to where we are with this lead generation tool. So the broken phone story goes like this. When I first got my real estate license, I joined up with Keller Williams because I was looking for that education, right? I didn't really know a ton about the ins and outs of the real estate contracts. I knew, homes sold and people bought. I'd owned a few homes myself by that point, but I really wanted kind of that training that Keller Williams offered, which to me at the time was super expensive, right? They took, 40% of my commission, which was a lot of money, and then some on top of that for different fees. But I was there, and I basically told the broker, look, I'm hungry, I'm ready to go, I need to make money, this is just what I need to do. And I said, what do I do? And he basically pointed me to an office, and he said, there's a phone in there, just start calling. And that was literally his direction. And so I said, okay, I'm the one that says, what do I need to do? And I take direction very well because I trust people who've gotten results in the past, right? So I grabbed that phone. It was one of those VoIP phones that you just basically plug into the internet and it works. And I just started getting phone numbers anywhere that I could. I was literally calling out of the phone book at one point because I needed numbers so badly. But I'm sure many of you guys have heard of, the different places where you can get expired calls, for sale by owners, all those kind of things. And that's mostly what I focus on calling. So I would show up to the office about 7 a.m. I would go through all my scripts. I had a role play partner, and I would usually get on the phone by about 7:45 or 8 o'clock. And I would just dial and dial and dial all day long until about noon. I would take a 30-minute break. I'd listen to some of my calls, some of the notes that I had, and just make sure that, I was saying the right things and going the right things, make sure my notes were up to date. And I'd eat my quick lunch, say my mantras and get back to it. And I was in there all day, and I usually leave the office around 4:35 after having been on the phone mostly the whole entire day. And about 3 months of this, I was doing pretty well, getting some appointments. I started working with another agent in our office who was better at the person's house, right? They were better meeting with the homeowner to try to get them to sign the contract than I was. And I was okay with that. I was good on the phone. He was good at the in-person consultation. And so I would just keep staying on the phone all day. And I set up a couple of appointments, kept going. And about 3 months into it, my phone broke. And I guess that's the point of the story. The number 7 key stopped working. And the reason I think that stopped working is because our area code here starts with a 7. And I just wore that 7 button out. And after 3 months of dialing, it broke. And I went out and I'm like, hey, I need a new phone. And everyone starts laughing at me. And I'm like, no, really, I broke the 7 key. It doesn't work. And I found another agent. I borrowed his phone until I got a new phone. But it's just like, man, okay, my phone went down and now I can't do anything, right? I can't lead generate anymore. I can't do anything. My phone's broken, and my business basically kind of stopped because we didn't have another phone to use for the rest of that day. And actually it took me about 3 days until I got another phone. And that's really where the gears started turning in my head. Like, okay, if I'm not on the phone, we're not going to be lead generating. And if we're not lead generating, we're not going to be selling houses. So there's got to be a better way to do this. Like my dad always says, don't buy something that eats while you sleep, like implying like horses and pets and things like that, because they obviously cost you money while you're not awake. And I think the same thing goes, if you don't have a lead generation tool that's working while you're sleeping, you are the business. And if you're not lead generating, then you're not in business. So that was kind of the lesson I learned from that experience. All right. Why is my computer not? There we go. Okay. Good stuff. So we're going to cover today 3 secrets. Number 1, how to build a 6-figure real estate business on Facebook. Secret number 2, how to attract the dream clients you actually want to work with. And secret 3, how to scale your business and reach the goals you have set as an agent. Okay. So secret number 1, how to build a 6-figure real estate business on Facebook. Some agents think, and I'm going to make a lot of assumptions here because I've been in your guys' shoes for the last 10 years, but it might be a different tweak to that story, but just put yourself in some of these shoes as we go through these things, okay? So some of you guys think, I don't understand how online lead generation will work for me. Well, let me tell you another quick story, and I've got a bunch of these stories, so just bear with me here. I'm a huge fan of Tony Robbins. I love him. I've been reading his books for years. I've been listening to his podcasts and interviews and been to a bunch of his stuff. I love the guy. And a few years back, before I'd been to any of his events, I was on social media and I was, scrolling through Facebook, and I'm not a huge put my life out there on Facebook person. If you follow me at all, or if you know who I am on Facebook, you'll know that I'm a big consumer of content, but I don't create a lot on my personal side. Now that, we run a digital media agency, we produce a lot of content for you guys to learn from, because we're here to teach you guys how to use social media. But for me personally, I'm not, like, hey, this is what I had for lunch, and oh my gosh, I can't believe my friend did that. Like, I'm just not that type of person. But I was scrolling through, seeing what people were up to, and I started reading this one post, and it hooked me, and I hit that little button that says learn more, right? And I learned more, got through it, started reading all this stuff, and was hooked. And I probably spent 15, 20 minutes reading all the text in there and realizing what I was doing. And before I knew it, I was filling out my information. I was given my name, I was given my number, and I was actually entering in my credit card number. And then the light bulb went off. I'm like, what just happened here? What happened is that Tony Robbins had a Facebook ad, and he had been promoting a local event that was in Texas at the time. And he, obviously marketed me as a business owner and said, hey, you know what, we're having this event. And he told me all about it. And he was providing the information that I was looking for. As a business owner, I was looking for growth. I was looking to, start training our employees better. I was looking for scalability, all these things that I imagine you guys are looking for as well. And Tony was giving me what I was looking for. And again, before I knew it, I was giving him my credit card information, and I was buying and he was selling, and I was happy to be paying. And what I had signed up for was a $5 or $6,000 7-day class that I went to. I'm sorry, it wasn't in Texas. It was in Las Vegas. That's where it was. It was in Las Vegas, and it was Business Mastery. And a lot of you guys have been there or heard of it before, but it's basically a 7-day event with Tony, like long hours, 12, 13 hours a day, maybe more. Just a ton of great content about how to grow your business. And again, what I realized is that I knew who Tony was, right? And many of us feel like people know who we are in the industry. But I didn't necessarily know that I needed Tony as much as I did until he started telling me why I needed him. He had what I was looking for. He had solutions to my business that I was looking for. And I paid my $5,000-$6,000 fee, and I went to his Business Mastery, and it blew up my business, and it was just amazing for me. And I think that that's how lead generation can work for you. If you think about it, right? You have something that your clients are online looking for. And if you put it in front of them at the right time, you're going to be able to get them to fill out their information. And maybe you're not taking a credit card over the phone, obviously, but you can take their information and start working with that lead. So hopefully that kind of clicks for you. So no matter who you are targeting, they are online. Remember that 1 in every 5 minutes is spent on Facebook. What that means is that if you include Netflix and email and just searching around on Google and other social media platforms, 1 out of every 5 minutes that the world spends online is actually spent on Facebook. 20%, that is a ton of time. So the majority of our world spends their time on Facebook, which is great because it allows us to target them, right? So all of our habits are tracked while we are using the computers and phones. Facebook knows where to find your perfect audience. Just remember that. Facebook knows where you are at all times. They know what you're interested in. They know how to find you. Here's kind of a quick explanation, I guess you could say, of some of the things that you can target on Facebook. So This is a screenshot we took of the ad manager here as you're starting to target who your audience looks like. And some of these things have changed, and I know that there's different versions of Facebook out there right now. But at this point in time, you basically could target income, right? So I know that if I'm going to sell somebody a house, they have to have a certain type of income. So I could target that. I could target first-time home buyers, basically people who, are looking for their first home. And it knows that basically by the websites that you're going to and your behaviors online. And it's not going to be 100% accurate, but it's a lot better than just putting your ads out there in front of everybody on a billboard, okay? The next thing you can target, obviously, is home ownership, first-time home buyer, homeowners, renters, things like that. So you can really whittle down to who you're looking for at the moment, depending on what kind of ad you're going to put out there. So you might also be thinking, I don't understand how Facebook will actually give me the lead. Facebook is full of active buyers constantly looking for their dream home. You just have to access, you have the access for what they're looking for. You just need to connect the dots. Just like with Tony, right? He had what I was looking for and he put it in front of me and I was willing to buy. You guys have access to all the homes listed on the MLS and probably dozens of homes that are coming soon, or maybe the buyer's been thinking about selling, but they don't necessarily want to list it. And they're just telling you, what, bring me a buyer if you've got one. There's probably plenty of for sale by owners that you know about that, are just not being marketed that well that you have access to. So again, you guys have this information. You just got to connect that with the buyers that are currently on Facebook looking for these homes. So secret number 2, how do you attract the dream clients you actually want to work with? Well, you might be saying, I'm not great at following up and converting online leads. Let me show you another quick story with you. Many of you guys are familiar with Zillow. I'm going to guess that most of you guys have either in the past bought or currently buy leads from them. I talked to a rep at a convention a while back, and I was just asking him some general questions because I was curious, about conversion rates and cost per leads and all that on a national basis. And so I asked him, I said, how many leads do most people generate, and what's the conversion rate that you're seeing? And he said, well, across our nation right now, the average real estate agent typically has a close rate of 1%. And my mouth just dropped, like, really, 1%? Like, that's it? And he said, yeah, basically they buy 100 leads from us and they're probably going to close one of those. And some agents will close 2 or 3 or maybe 4%. But the average right now is 1%. 1%, it's crazy. And I was like, okay, well, what's the average cost per lead that you guys are seeing? And he said, our average cost per lead, again, across the United States, so it might be higher or lower depending on where you are, but it's $160 per lead. So if you've got to buy 100 leads at $160 a lead, quick math, right? $16,000, and you're going to close one of those, what's your profit? And now you've got to figure that out, because everyone's different, right? The commission in our neck of the woods is probably quite a bit different than most of you guys. But think about that. What's your average commission? If it's, $7, $8, maybe $10,000, you're in the hole. At least if you're only closing 1%. And maybe you're a top stellar agent and you're closing 3 or 4%. And so now you're in the positive. But that's the point, is that you're not the one that's the problem. It's Zillow and all these other lead generation platforms, because they're such cold leads that you're not able to have that type of a conversion. Okay. So we're trying to make this easy for you and help you warm up these leads, help them give them what they're looking for so that that conversion is a much, much higher percentage. So Facebook changes their platform every week. Every week there's something new changing. If you've been on Facebook lately, you'll know exactly what I'm talking about. Unless you're creating new ads all the time and constantly testing the algorithm, you'll never know what really works. And we've done all this testing for you to know what buyers are looking for, and we give you these exact ad templates to use in your business. These are ad templates that are currently working on the market. We're constantly testing it, making sure things are working, making sure that buyers are responding, that they're getting what they're looking for out of this, okay? So let me just kind of explain how we call it a funnel, but how the funnel works. A funnel basically takes a bigger audience, basically everybody that's on Facebook, let's say, and then moves them through, and on the right, you're gonna pop out with a new lead. So you go from many to one, and that's how a funnel works, right? You're gonna pour a big amount of something into a funnel, and it's gonna come out a skinny end, okay? So basically the ad will start on Facebook again, or Instagram, whatever platform you're gonna use. You're gonna take them to a landing page, which is basically going to give them information and ask them for their contact info, just like a normal lead would do, asking for a name, a phone number, email, anything that you want to ask for there. And then at the end, you're going to end up with this new lead. Okay, so hopefully that makes sense. So some realtors might also be thinking, and fill in the blank here, I'm not going to be able to figure this all out, or I'm not going to be able to make my money back, like the Zillow example, right? I'm not going to know how to write the Facebook ads, or I'm not going to know where to start. I can tell you that I've felt this exact same way. When somebody told me that we needed to be on Facebook, I felt like it's just this huge daunting task. I don't know where to start. I'm probably going to spend all my money and not get it back. I don't know how to write the ads. I don't know where to go. And that kind of did happen. Excuse me. Man, throat's getting stuck. Okay. The good news is the system does all the hard work, and I've already built out the whole funnel for you. You just literally need to copy and paste it step by step. So we've done it all for you. I can just tell you it's not that hard. Now that I've been through it over the last decade, we figured it out for you. Okay. Secret number three, how to scale your business and reach the goals you've set as an agent. So some agents say, I won't know how to handle the extra business as I start to generate more leads. Another quick story for you guys. I'm sure that a lot of you guys have seen agents in your office and maybe yourself give out referrals, right? Sometimes the buyer that you've gotten a lead for is out of your area, or maybe buying something that you're not able to help them with, or maybe you've sold someone's house and they're moving across the country and you're obviously not licensed in that area or not willing to travel across the country to help them buy a house. That's the beauty of what this system does, is it allows you to scale and grow to the rate that you want to. If you're generate enough business, for your business and your agents that work with you or yourself at the moment, and you say, look, you know what, I'm figuring this out. I can just turn up that dial and spend a little bit more money on Facebook, and now it's going to allow me to generate more leads. I can give those leads and those referrals to other agents in my office, or even working with other agents in other areas. It's going to allow you to scale that as much as you want to grow. So pretty cool opportunity there. Here's some quick background too. When you're cold calling and knocking doors, you usually spend, at least this is what I found, about 4 to 8 hours to get one appointment. And this is just, again, kind of the average of what I've seen amongst my team and other teams that we've worked with. But this funnel allows you to focus on your highest dollar generating activities first. You'll only be going on appointments with your dream clients. I don't know about you, but me being on the phone for 8 hours is not my highest, best use of time, okay? It's just not. I know that being in front of the homeowner or that new buyer who's wanting to buy a house is the best money or time that I can spend my money on, okay? So I got the Gabby story here, and Gabby's a fun one. So she's a client that we worked with last year, and she's getting to the point in time where she knows she wants to retire in a few years. Okay, she's got a few years left, and she's like, look, I don't want to just hang up my hat and be done. I want to own a business that I can kind of step away from, but still have an active part in. And so she lives in an area that they've been in for 30 years. They built a real estate business there, and it's going awesome. She's one of the top agents in that area, and she's wanting to move to a new area to retire. It's closer to the beach. It's more for lifestyle. She raised her kids in the area that she lives in now, but she wants to retire eventually in this new area. And so basically what she's done with this is she said, okay, look, I don't know anybody in this new area, but I want to start selling homes there. They're worth more money. I'm going to make more commission, but I just don't know where to start. I don't want to start all over because nobody knows me. I've been doing this business for 30 years here. Everybody knows me and loves me, but I want to be in this new town. And I don't know, how to start over. And so we helped her build this funnel and help her launch it and basically start generating leads in this new area, which is great for her because she could still keep her business going in her existing town, start generating leads in this new town. And then she's had the problem of, well, how do I commute back and forth, still serving my existing clients, but now being able to help these new clients that are coming along. So what she did is she went around to a couple brokerages, found an agent that she really related to and liked, who was hungry, had experience, looking for more business, and said, look, I'm going to generate the business for you, the leads. I'm going to give them to you. We're going to set up a referral fee. I think it was like a 25 or 30% referral fee. She paid for all the costs, gave that agent the referrals, obviously helped them with the system of, converting those people. And now she had basically a buyer's agent in that new area. And now as she's progressing and moving over to that area, now she can build up her new team in this new area where she wants to retire someday. So now she's got 2 teams in 2 areas, 2 businesses, basically. I mean, if you think about it, she's kind of franchising it, right? And it's awesome. And that's what this has allowed her to do. It's allowed her to scale to new areas, grow the business like she's want, definitely take care of her retirement and make sure that she's still a business owner, but not having to sell homes full time like she's been doing for the last 30 years. So huge opportunity for her. Okay, so that's Gabby. So some people might also be thinking, computer's getting stuck here, hold on. With this new funnel, you won't be spending as much time. Did I skip a slide? There you go. Okay. Some people might be thinking, I don't know how to reach the financial goals I have set as an agent. I don't know how to grow a real estate team and cover the overhead costs and build a referral-based business. I'm sure that that's been on your mind, right? A lot of you guys are solo agents. You're just doing things by yourself. You show up to make your calls. You go on all your appointments. You're paying your bills. You're taking care of everything by yourself. I remember Tom Ferry, when I started coaching with him, he told me, you know what, if you don't have an assistant, you are the assistant. And he didn't want that to be a degrading comment. He basically just meant, though, you're doing everything, right? Like if you're cleaning up your office at the end of the day, you're the janitor too. And you've really got to focus on your highest and best use of time. And I think that I can't stress that enough. As we grew our real estate team here, we got to the point where we typically had 14, 15, sometimes 16 people on our team. Not all of them were agents. You know, some of them were staging consultants. We had a full-time drone operator. We had a construction manager because we were remodeling a lot of the homes for the homeowners as we sold them. But you got to realize that it can't just be you, and if that's not the business model that you want to follow, that's okay too. This still works for just the solo agent. But you got to realize, when is it time to grow? If it's not another agent, who's somebody else that you can bring onto your team to help handle this? Maybe it's even just a TC to help kind of offload some of that paperwork. So the truth is, with this new funnel, you won't be spending as much time looking for your dream clients. They'll be coming to you. That's the beauty of this. With this extra time, you'll become a business owner and stop being an employee of your own business, right? Again, if you're that solopreneur and you're doing everything, you're probably just an employee of it. You're not the business owner. And that's what I was trying to help Gabby with. She wanted to become the business owner and be able to take income even when she wasn't out there selling houses full time. So let me ask you a question. How's the webinar so far? Everything going well? You guys enjoying this? I hope so. Okay. So we covered so far secret number 1, how to build a 6-figure real estate business on Facebook. We've talked about number 2, how to attract the dream clients you actually want to work with. Secret 3, how to scale your business and reach the goals you have set as an agent. Okay. So who wants to take this to the next level? This is where you go in the Q&A box, which is down below. There's just a little thing on the Zoom panel that says Q&A. Type I'm ready. I'd love to just kind of hear from people. Make sure that you guys are ready to keep going, that you guys are here listening, everything good, okay? Okay, let me just take a quick sip of water. Okay, so now introducing the 6-figure automated agent funnel. I like the automated part. I just love automating things. We're building a new house right now, and just the massive construction chaos that's going on over there. But I'm trying to work in as much automation in the house as possible. Like I remember the Jetsons when I was growing up as a kid, and you just push a button and your breakfast is ready and all that kind of stuff. Like that's the life I want to live. So as much automation as possible. Okay, so basically this is all about helping you generate more leads for your real estate business, allowing you to automate and scale the system as you grow your team without paying thousands of dollars on bad leads every month or spending countless hours on the phone following up with cold leads who aren't ready to move forward. Sound familiar, right? Thousands of leads, or hundreds of leads at least, from Zillow that aren't ready to move forward. I know I've been there. So here's what you're going to get. How to build a buyer's lead funnel in under 30 minutes. We try to keep this simple. I know that there's a lot of complicated courses out there that take days and weeks and months to figure out. This one, I want to just keep it simple, 30 minutes, okay? Has step-by-step instructions on how to launch your new 6-figure buyer's funnel, including video tutorials with simple instructions and a training on how to automate the whole funnel with one piece of software. Super simple. Okay, so here's the proof. How does Zillow and Redfin work? The same way, right? They say basically, hey buyers, you're looking for this house, whether it's a single family house, one on a golf course, one with 4 bedrooms, whatever you want to search by. Zillow and Redfin work that way. And then when you want that information, you've got to type in your info, right? You got to say, hey, okay, Zillow, I want to know more about this. Here's my name, here's my number. And then they send that information to you, the real estate agent, right? So that's how Zillow works. We're doing it the exact same way, except that you don't have to pay Zillow for this information. You're running these leads yourself. So who's this going to work for? It's going to work for realtors who just got in the business and want to skyrocket their results. It works for realtors who've been selling homes for over a decade, like myself. That works for realtors who have a limited budget and just want to see if online lead generation for them. I don't know if you're aware of this, but the starting price for most Zillow contracts is $500 a month, and I know it's going up from there. Real estate teams who want to scale their business. Okay, if you already got a couple agents, this is great. You're going to cover their lead generation needs. Realtors who are trying to break into new areas. Remember Gabby? Perfect for her. Realtors who want to build a referral-based business. Again, if you want to start building this business all around the country and start referring business all over because you know how to generate leads and close them and can give that referral. That's what it's for. Realtors who want to stop calling and stop door knocking. That was me, okay? As challenging as it was to be in my office calling all day, I didn't just want to be doing that. And I didn't want to be outdoors door knocking all day. Even though I live in sunny San Diego where it's 70 degrees all the time, I wanted to be doing what I wanted to be doing outside. If I wanted to be outdoors paddleboarding while my team was, building a real estate business for me, that's what I wanted to be doing. I didn't want to be tied down to my business having to lead generate. Okay. So the number one reason why people don't get started. You might be thinking, I don't have the time to start a new lead generation tactic in my business right now, right? You're probably busy with homeschool and everything else for your kids. The truth is the system can be up and running by the end of day today. It's still early. It's only, 10:30 over here. Just follow the guide, copy and paste the ads. And when you're ready to start generating new leads, hit go. Simple as that. All right, this computer keeps freezing up here. So here's what you're going to get. How to build a buyer's lead funnel in 30 minutes or less. Okay, I don't know if you remember on the beginning of this webinar, we talked about selling you guys a product. This is the sales pitch. And if you're going to turn out, I know that there's some takeaways that you're going to get from this. There's some great stuff. So don't be turned off by this price. It's going to get a lot better, okay? This is a $9.97 value, meaning that this product that we sell, we typically sell it by itself, $9.97 on our website. But you're also going to get these tools. There's an ebook that we wrote with a step-by-step guide on how to set up your funnel. Downloadable templates are coming with it, software integration tools for automation, and a pre-written ad and landing page for quick setup. Literally just copy paste, super simple. With these tools, you'll also be able to set up and launch your automated six-figure funnel in under 30 minutes. You'll be able to create the perfect Facebook and Instagram ads. I don't know if you've ran ads lately, but Facebook is just being crazy about shutting them down. Like every week they're shutting down ads just for how you word it or what you say, or this isn't approved. We have a Zillow rep on our team, a Facebook rep on our team who's amazing at helping us get this copyright stuff figured out. And he's the one that helped us get these ads approved. And now you know exactly what to put in your content. Automate the follow-up process so no leads get left behind. Remember the 1% conversion rate on Zillow? That's because most people aren't able to follow up and connect with the other 99. We are automating that for you so that you don't have to worry about it. And scale the system with you as you grow, okay? So what you can get rid of, your monthly Zillow fee, $500 or more. We were paying $5,000 a month when we were on Zillow. It was a lot of money. Your monthly realtor.com fee, if you have it, $500. Your marketing agency that is charging you hundreds of dollars each month to create content. I know some of you guys buy content from a lot of these agencies for $500 to $2,000. I don't know how that's helping you out, but hopefully it's working. Expensive trainings that haven't delivered what they promised. I'm sure they've exceeded $1,000. Other expensive lead generation tools that haven't paid for themselves. I don't know how many to list there, but I'm sure you've paid a lot. There's a lot of money this is going to be saving you, okay? So the problem solved. As I started to get involved with online lead generation, I realized it was taking me away from running my real estate business. So after many years of time spent trying to figure it all out, I've done the hard part for you and found the perfect tools and strategies to use in your business so that it just works. No more wasted time trying to figure out how to play this online game. Literally, like hours and hours and hours of trying to figure this stuff out. So you don't have to hire a Facebook ad specialist. You don't have to hire a copywriter. You don't have to hire a website builder. You don't have to hire and train an ISA team. It's an inside sales agent. We had 8 of those when we had our team. Basically the guys that just sit on the phone and call all day long. You don't have to wait for other people to do their job. That drives me crazy when I'm waiting for somebody else to do something so that I can move forward with my stuff. You don't have to pay for a yearly contract that holds you hostage to their pricing and terms. I'm just going to say Zillow right there. You don't have to figure things out on your own. We're here for you. Okay. You might also be thinking, I don't have time to build a lead generation funnel right now. It sounds so complicated. I'm just trying to sell a few houses this year and pay my bills. Look, I can relate to that. I just needed to sell 4 homes a year in my business to break even. But obviously I wanted to sell a lot more homes than that. And when I first started, 4 was a massive challenge. I didn't have time to figure out how to do something else. Like, I just needed to sell those 4 homes. If you follow this course step by step, you can have your automated 6-figure funnel launched in around 30 minutes. Does that sound good? Okay, so tools. You get the ebook with the step-by-step guide, you get the downloadable templates, you get the software integration tools, and you get pre-written ads and landing pages quickly set up. Again, we typically charge $497 for this. So add these two together, around $1,500. But you also get 7 targeted Facebook ads that will attract your perfect buyer. Okay, again, we've already written out the ads. They attract the perfect buyer that you're looking for. Again, whether it's the buyer that's buying their first time home, a townhouse buyer, a golf course buyer, a guy who wants a garage, right? The dream garage, maybe somebody who wants a house with a view, maybe new construction, any of those type of ads, we've got you covered for those types of buyers. Okay, so I had to spend months and tens of thousands of dollars to get these results and figure out what worked and what didn't. I think to date, we're probably in the $130,000 spent on Facebook just for testing ads and trying to figure things out. Okay, so I'm saving you all that money. But you won't have to do this because, again, I'm giving you a detailed breakdown of everything we did wrong and right so you can avoid my mistakes. Plus, you can clone all of my ads over into your account with a simple copy and paste. You don't have to literally rewrite these ads into your own version. Like, they're just done. You just put them up there and they're done. This is going to make it easier and faster for you to launch your own funnel and generate your own clients. How? Because not only does it show you exactly how to set up and create your targeted Facebook ads in a step-by-step detail, but you can swipe my 7 ads with one click of your mouse button and launch your automated funnel in just about 30 minutes. Super simple. You might be thinking you can't use this because you don't know how to set up a funnel or create a Facebook ad. That's not an issue because you can simply copy and paste my Facebook ads with one click of your mouse. Then follow the step-by-step guide on how to build and launch each of your own ads in your own account. If you've never ran an ad on Facebook before, there's a video in here for that. It shows you exactly how to set up your ad account, how to create all that. Again, super simple stuff. Just follow the video, copy and paste the text. It's there. So 7 targeted Facebook ads. Again, we typically charge $297 for this. It's just the 7 ads that you get with this. The video on how to set up the Facebook account and all that will be in that first video. So what you're going to get, all this, right? How to build the buyer's lead funnel in under 30 minutes, the ebook with step-by-step instructions, and the 7 ads. Now we're up to about $1,800. Keeps getting better, guys, because you're also going to get downloadable ClickFunnels templates for building out the perfect landing page. If you're not familiar with what ClickFunnels is, it's the one software that we use outside of Facebook. It's basically how to build the landing page. So there's a bunch of different options out there. ClickFunnels, again, is just the easiest for us to use. It's drag and drop. Again, we can just download these templates. So I had to create hundreds and thousands of ads and landing pages to actually find a system that could convert online leads into motivated buyers. So sometimes we had an ad that we get people to click to come to the landing page, to fill out their information, but then they wouldn't fill out the information. Sometimes the ads wouldn't work. Sometimes the lead page would work. Anyway, we got it all figured out. And now you can just upload this to your account with the press of a button. So this is going to make it faster and easier for you to launch your automated 6-figure funnel because you just need to import my complete 3-step landing page. Again, 3 steps. So basically tell them what they're going to get, ask for the information, and a thank you page. That's as simple as it is. No need to reinvent this process. It literally just works. You might also be thinking you can't use this because you don't know how to build a landing page in ClickFunnels. That's okay. Not true, because I give you a step-by-step guide on how to do this, how to create your account, how to import the pre-built landing pages and drive all the Facebook traffic you can convert. Okay, no experience required. So you can download the ClickFunnels template for $497. That's typically what we sell it for in ClickFunnels. And you're going to see that most people sell a landing page for about $500 to $1,000 as well. So now we're up to $2,288 for all this value. Hopefully you're seeing the value here and how it's stacking up to be. You also get the secret script to get your new leads to follow up with you. Now that's the beauty part, right? I didn't want to have to buy a Zillow lead and have to call and call and call and call and call them until they finally answered the phone. If you've ever bought online leads before, you'll know that it takes 10, 15 times of calling, texting, emailing over and over and over just to get them to answer the phone. The system takes care of that for you. Okay, so I've been generating real estate leads for over a decade now, literally thousands of them over the years. I mean, so many. And I've constantly struggled to convert these leads into paying clients until I found out the perfect secret to converting an online lead. If you give them what they want as quickly as you can, that's what they want, right? They typically say that if you can get to a lead within 5 minutes of them requesting the information, you have a 95% chance, ironic, of actually converting that lead. But if you wait till the 6 minute or longer, there's a 97% chance that you will never hear from that lead again. I'm sure some of you guys have heard that before. So the buyer leads you'll be generating want one thing, and we'll show you how to deliver that one thing automatically, even when you're busy with other clients, right? You're out there selling houses, you're out there meeting with people, you're out there holding open houses. You don't have time to be quickly calling people back all the time. So this is going to make it faster and easier for you to generate quality buyer clients anytime you want. How? Because it gives you the exact email sequence that has converted thousands of leads into dream clients all over the country. Again, copy, paste, super simple. You might be thinking you can't use this because you've never generated a quality online lead before, or maybe you failed miserably when you tried. But here's why that's not true for you anymore, because I'm going to hold your hand and help you build, launch, and scale your automated six-figure funnel today. Again, no techie experience required. Follow the steps, get the lead, simple as that. Computer's freezing again. Holy cow. It's on vacation mode. Okay, so again, the secret script, we typically sell that for $297. It's just the email sequence that I'm talking about here. Okay, so when you stack all this together, $2,585. Pretty good in my mind, I think, when you consider the fact of what these things cost individually and the value that they bring. So if all I did was charge you $2,585, kind of a hard number to say. I should just round that to 26. But anyway, if all I did was charge you $2,600, but I'm not going to do that. And if all it did was show you exactly how to create an automated sales funnel using Facebook, would it be worth it to you, right? You got to think about what your time's worth. If I spark this idea in your mind today and you're like, okay, Eric, I got it. Facebook's where I need to be. Now that I'm locked in my house, doing homeschool with my kids, I'm going to try to figure out Facebook and I'm going to do this on my own. What's your time worth, right? What else could you be doing right now? Maybe spending more time with your kids, right? What's that time worth if you just could figure out how to use Facebook? If all the system did was help you get better at creating targeted Facebook ads, would it be worth the $2,500? If all it did was show you how to build a beautiful landing page that pre-screened your online leads before they made contact with you, would it be worth the $2,500? And if all it did was help you follow up with your online leads more systematically, again, not having to call them every moment of the day, would it be worth $2,500? So if you were able to generate more leads for your real estate business, what would that be worth to you? What's a lead worth? Seriously, how much more is one lead worth to you in your business right now? And maybe you are a numbers genius. I love numbers. I'm not that OCD about them, but I love them and I love knowing conversion ratios and all that. What's a lead worth to you? You got to ask yourself that question. How about if you could automate and scale the system as you grow your team? Would that be worth it to you, right? If you've been thinking, look, I need to get to 2 agents or 3 agents on my team here. Maybe I want to hire another buyer's agent so that I can just focus on the listing side of things. That's usually most agents' first goal, is to hire another buyer's agent so that they don't have to show all those houses. What is it that your goals are? Hopefully you figured that out, right? It's April, first quarter is done and gone. Have you figured out what your goals are for this year yet? So the six-figure real estate funnel, we value it at $2,585, but our website typically sells this as a bundle for $997. And I still feel like that's a great deal, right? If it could simplify all that stuff, you got to think about what's your commission worth. The average commission across the country is about $7,500. So if this system just paid for one closing this year, I think that would pretty much cover it, right? You'd still have roughly $6,500 left over. So I'm giving you a special discount today because you're taking the time out of your busy day to learn how to grow your business. And I appreciate anyone willing to hustle for their own business, really. If you're just willing to show up as an agent and do the things that you need to do, I appreciate your willingness to work and serve your clients, okay? So today, the six-figure real estate funnel, it's not $2,585. It's not even $997, okay? Drum roll, da, 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 da. Our webinar special today is $47. Okay, I wanted to make this just the deal of a lifetime, something that you guys can't pass up. Okay, if you're interested, go to bit.ly six-figure agent, and I'm going to make this super easy for you. Let me pull up my chat here. Where'd it go? I'm going to post this in the chat box. You guys can just click on it because it's kind of hard to type all that in when you don't want to. Okay, so if you find the chat, there should be a little blinking box. Go click on that. That's going to take you to where you can get this for $47. This is the only place you can get it. If you lose this link, you got to go pay $997. That's the deal. Okay. So you've got two choices. You can keep doing the same thing you're doing, watching Netflix and chilling during this COVID-19 breakdown. You can keep trying to figure out Facebook. I know that so many people have told you to get on Facebook these last few years. I mean, Facebook's been around for a while. I know someone's told you to get on there. I'm not the first one. I know that you could be figuring it out on your own. You could be trying to figure out your own email sequences. You could keep cold calling people. At one point in time, we were calling 1,000 people a day to try to keep our business afloat. And it's hard, okay? You can keep cold calling, but less and less people are gonna keep picking up that phone. And so that's one option. Or you can give this a try. Again, $47. I think you guys are probably gonna spend that on lunch, going out to eat, at least in a day or two. So here's the guarantee. If the six-figure real estate funnel doesn't help you with exactly how to generate more leads for your real estate business and automate and scale the system as you grow your team without paying thousands of dollars on bad leads every month, or spend countless hours on the phone following up with cold leads who aren't ready to move forward, I will refund your money. Literally, okay? So here's the deal. I typically give people 30 days to try this out, see if they like it. Maybe they try it, maybe they don't. If they hate it, all you have to do is email me. You'll get an email from me with everything to sign up for this once you buy it. And if you don't like it, within the 30 days, okay, so today's April 2nd. If you buy it today, you basically have till May 2nd. All I have to do is reply to that email and saying, Eric, I want my money back. And we will refund your money. Simple as that. No questions asked. Done, okay? I don't want any unhappy customers. I want to make sure that you're getting the most value out of this. So spend the next 30 days, play with it. You've got the time. You're stuck at home doing whatever you're doing. Learn, set this up. It literally will take you 30 minutes. Okay. 30 minutes. You got 30 days to play with it. Okay. The real question is it worth gambling a few minutes of your time to check this out? Even if it only does half of what I've claimed it will today, it will pay for itself with just one transaction this year. Trust me, you're going to make more than $47 selling houses. I guarantee that. And the system will help you. So if that wasn't enough already, there's a bonus. I'm glad for those who stuck around to the very end. I know we've lost a couple people. We're still going strong. This is the bonus, which is going to be awesome for you guys. The appointment consultation scheduler. Even if you do nothing else but use this, your life will change, okay? So I had to test out hundreds of closes to create this perfect script. But when you paste this one-liner at the end of your email sequence, which we are providing you, not only will your dream clients want to meet you in person, but they'll actually book an appointment on your calendar automatically, okay? This is where you don't have to follow up and call. They set the appointment with you. This will allow you to continue serving your existing clients while your calendar fills up with new dream clients who are ready to engage your service. Literally, you just show up, look at your calendar. Today is Thursday. Awesome. I've got 3 appointments, whatever it is, right? It just books it out. It's all synced on Google or whatever calendar you want to use. You might be thinking, Eric, I'm not that tech savvy. I'll never figure out how to do this. Remember, we've done this for you. You just follow the guide and implement what I'm teaching you. And you'll have this 6-figure funnel set up in no time. I don't know how to put a price on this. I just put priceless because literally it depends on how many leads you have. But this alone will save you so much time, right? So much time every day having to call back the clients that want to work with you. Okay. So again, if you add it all up, still the same value, but it's the priceless added on there. And again, if you want to sign up, go to the link in the chat, but there's the link. And now questions. Okay. Okay, so I'm just gonna leave this up here so you guys can see that. Let me go find my questions box. I know we're getting down to the last couple minutes so we don't run out of time, but let me find my question box here. Okay, so someone said, can you post the bit.ly link again? Yep, it's right there. So don't put www, just put bit.ly/6figure-agent. And again, this is just a special for you guys. So again, please don't share this with other people, right? This is my webinar pricing. If you feel like there's an agent in your office, who missed the webinar, I know that they're gonna offer a replay of this. I would love for them to see this and sign up if they want to, but we're trying to keep this just special for you guys, okay? Anyway, this is for you guys. This is to help you to go in there. Is the link supposed to be here? Yeah, let me paste it again in here. Okay, there you go. Link goes to Facebook, correct? Nope, it should take you to a landing page that will talk to you more about the 6-figure agent funnel. Yeah, if it's not, that's where it should be taking you to. It should be taking you to a landing page that'll ask for your information to sign up. Okay. Someone says test it. It's going to Facebook. Okay. Well, I'll check that out. We're gonna send you guys an email at the end of this with a new link if that doesn't work, but this should be taking you right there. So sorry if it's taking you there. Some of the other questions we've gotten about this are, how much should I be spending on Facebook ads? That's usually a question that we get from a lot of people on here. It really depends on your area and how big your city is. Okay, so just for example, I live in San Diego County, which has 3 million people. And so obviously you could target the whole county, but that's a lot of people. I would say start with an area that you work, right? They call them farms. Usually these might be 40,000 to 100,000 people. I live in a town that has 100,000 people, but it's surrounded by towns with 100,000, 200,000 people all around me. Okay, so if you just said, okay, I just want to focus on this city or this 100,000 group of people, that's a pretty good audience to start with, because at that given time, there's anywhere between probably 15 and 30 people who are going to be putting their house on the market every month. Maybe more, maybe less, depending on your area. For me, in my town of 100,000 people, there's about 18 to 25 new listings every single month. And again, that might be high or low for you, I don't know. But for me, that's about normal. And so to get in front of these people, I would suggest a budget of about $5 per day. Okay, so this is the actual ad spend that you're going to be giving Facebook to push these, 7 ads, those 7 targeted Facebook ads in front of people. So if you're trying to find, again, people who are interested in, new construction, or people who are interested in living on a golf course, or people who want homes with pools, things like that, spend about $5 a day. It'll, again, equal out to be about $150 per month. And then after a month goes by, you're going to be able to look at the numbers and say, okay, do I need to turn this down? Am I generating too much business for me right now? Am I able to keep up with the appointments? Or do I need to turn that up a little bit, maybe go to $7 or $10 a day? I would just start with an audience of about 100,000. Pick your city or pick your area, wherever it is. If you live in the middle of the country, and maybe you only have a town of 20 or 40,000 people, you could probably scale that budget down to maybe $2 or $3 a day. Problem is, if you spend too much money, your ad's shown to everybody, and then they get tired of seeing it. So you got to kind of just start out slowly and see how it works from there. And again, we've got some tips in the videos about how to do this and really price it out. But that's kind of one of our big questions, is what's my Facebook budget going to be? Okay, so someone says I put www in front of it and it worked. Okay, good. Usually it's just bit.ly, but maybe they changed that to www. Sorry about that. Hopefully you guys are able to find that. Other questions? Let me see. Go back over here. Okay. Yeah, someone says, is there a Facebook group to support this? There is. We actually have a couple different Facebook groups out there. We are in, and I know a lot of you guys are members of this, it's called Agent Centrics. It's AJENTCENTRIX, Centrics.com, or not .com, but that's the Facebook group. We're in there a lot answering questions. And then we have a couple private Facebook groups that help you guys with these type of questions as well. So you can definitely find me on there. If you want to, ask me a direct question on Facebook, just type in my name, Eric with a K, Hammond. You'll find me on there. And then our business is called The Orange Stack. So THE and then ORANGE and then STACK. So The Orange Stack. And we're on Facebook as well. So we do a lot of video on there. We talk about lead generation a lot. We talk about webinars and how to create this kind of stuff all the time on there too. So find me somewhere. But yeah, anyway, if there's any other questions, I'm not seeing any other new ones pop up. Okay, well, hopefully I got to all your guys' questions and you guys were able to find out what you're looking for. Appreciate you guys being here, and I super appreciate those who have kids right now. I've got 3 girls, and my wife's helping out with homeschool right now, which is super fun. Like, right, all the schools are closed down. We're trying to figure out how to do like 3rd grade math, and it's insane because I forgot it all. And we're trying to, keep them in shape and reading and learning and all this kind of stuff. Anyway, my heart goes out to you guys right now. It is a challenging time. So hopefully you guys are all staying healthy and being safe and staying away from people and doing your thing, but able to keep your business afloat. I think that's the challenging thing right now. And so while you've got this time to just kind of, decompress and figure out your business, set this up, right? Again, you don't have to go knock doors and worry about being out. You can just get this thing up, start your ads rolling. I know right now people are spending so much time on Facebook consuming content. So it's a good time to put these ads in front of people and start generating the leads that your business needs, so that when we can get back to it and you're able to go and serve your clients again, you'll be there for them. And honestly, I know that a lot of agents are going to that virtual kind of real estate agent, being able to provide virtual tours or meet with people over a Zoom call or Skype or something like that, and being able to provide that info. So start generating the business, guys. This is a good time. Spring, the real estate markets are changing, things are going on. So take advantage of that right now. Okay, so I think we're going to end it there and keep you guys able to get back to your life. Hope you've learned what you need to learn. And again, thanks for being here. And I know Allison James appreciates it. If you came in partway through and missed it, I think they're going to send out a replay. So look for that and have a great day. All right, appreciate you guys, and be safe.